How to file Pennsylvania Form PA-40 income tax return. Okay, so this is the Pennsylvania income tax return, the PA-40. This is the form you use to file your state taxes if you live in Pennsylvania or if you earn money in Pennsylvania. Before we start, here are some important do's and don'ts. Always use black ink, not red, not blue, not pencil. Print in all capital letters so it's easy to read. Don't cross things out or scribble. If you make a mistake, start fresh. Fill in ovals completely. Don't just put a check mark. Make a copy of the filled form before you send it in. Don't staple or tape money to the form. All right, let's go line by line. Personal info section. First, put your Social Security number at the top. If you're filing jointly with your spouse, you'll put both numbers. Next, check your residency status. If you lived in Pennsylvania all year, fill in resident. If you don't live in Pennsylvania but had income here, fill in non-resident. If you moved in or out during the year, fill in part-year resident and write the dates. If the taxpayer or spouse passed away during the year, there's a date of death box. Now pick your filing status: single, married filing jointly, married filing separately, final return, or deceased. Fill in your name, address, school district, and your occupation. If you're married filing jointly, put your spouse's occupation too. Line 1A. Line 1A is gross compensation. That means your total wages from your W-2 or 1099. Don't include retirement benefits or combat pay. Line 1B. Line 1B is unreimbursed employee expenses. If you had work expenses like tools, uniforms, or union dues and your job didn't pay you back, you put them here. Line 1C. Line 1C is net compensation. Subtract your expenses from your gross pay and put the number here, net. Line 2. Line 2 is interest income. If you earned interest from a bank account or CD, put that here. Line 3. Line 3 is dividends and capital gains distributions. If you got dividends from stocks or mutual funds, this is where they go. Line 4. Line 4 is business income or loss. If you ran a business, freelanced, or did gig work, put your net income here. If you lost money, you can show it, but Pennsylvania won't let you use that loss against wages. Line 5. Line 5 is net gain or loss from selling property. If you sold stocks, crypto, or real estate, the result goes here. Same deal, losses don't cancel out other categories. Line 6. Line 6 is income or loss from rents, royalties, patents, or copyrights, rental houses, book royalties, that kind of thing. Line 7. Line 7 is estate or trust income. If you got income from a trust or someone's estate, it goes here. Line 8. Line 8 is gambling and lottery winnings. If you won money from scratch-offs, casinos, or the lottery, it's reported here. Line 9. Line 9 is total Pennsylvania taxable income. Add up all the positive numbers from lines 1C through 8. Do not add losses. Line 10. Line 10 is other deductions. This could be a contribution to a Pennsylvania 529 plan or some retirement contributions. You'll need the code from the instructions. Line 11. Line 11 is adjusted Pennsylvania taxable income. Subtract line 10 from line 9. Line 12. Line 12 is Pennsylvania tax liability. Multiply line 11 by 3.07%. Line 13. Line 13 is total Pennsylvania tax withheld. You'll find this on your W-2 or 1099. Line 14. Line 14 is credit from your prior year return. If you had an overpayment from last year and applied it forward, you put it here. Line 15. Line 15 is estimated installment payments. If you paid quarterly during the year, enter it here. Line 16. Line 16 is extension payment. If you paid with an extension request, put it here. Line 17. Line 17 is non-resident tax withheld. This only applies if you're a non-resident with PA withholding. Line 18. Line 18 is total estimated payments and credits. Add lines 14 through 17, line 19 through 21. Lines 19 through 21 are about the tax forgiveness credit. If your income is low enough, you may qualify. That requires filling out Schedule SP. If it applies, enter the credit amount here. Line 22. Line 22 is resident credit. If you paid tax to another state, you can claim it here. Line 23. Line 23 is total other credits. If you qualify for special credits like daycare or certain business credits, they go here. Line 24. Line 24 is total payments and credits. Add up lines 13, 18, 21, 22, and 23. Line 25. Line 25 is use tax. If you bought things online or out of state without paying sales tax, you're supposed to enter it here. Line 26. Line 26 is tax due. If your tax plus use tax is more than your payments, the difference goes here. Well, our notistax.com are. Line 27. Line 27 is penalties and interest. If you filed late or underpaid, include that here. Line 28. Line 28 is total payment due. Add line 26 and line 27. Line 29. Line 29 is overpayment. If your payments were higher than what you owe, the difference is here. Line 30. Line 30 is refund. This is the amount from line 29 you want mailed to you as a check. Line 31. Line 31 is credit. This is the amount from line 29 you want applied to your next year's taxes. Lines 32 to 36. Lines 32 through 36 are donation lines. If you want to donate part of your refund to certain charities, you enter the code and the amount here. Signature. At the very bottom, don't forget to sign and date your return. If you're married, filing jointly, both of you sign. If you had a tax preparer, they'll put their info here too. And that's it. That's how you fill out the PA-40 line by line. Just follow carefully, keep a copy for yourself, and send it in. All right, that's the PA-40 line by line. A couple quick things to keep in mind before you seal it up. Don't try to put retirement income or combat pay on line 1A. It doesn't belong there. If you had a loss from a business or selling property, Pennsylvania won't let you use that to cut down your wages. Every category stands on its own. Don't forget, gambling winnings count as taxable income here. A lot of people skip that line. Same with online shopping. Use tax is technically required. If you made quarterly payments during the year, double check you listed them, otherwise you'll pay twice. And if you worked in another state, make sure you attach the schedule for the credit. When it comes to refunds, once you pick whether you want a check now or credit for next year, that choice is locked in. And if you're filing jointly, both of you have to sign or the state will bounce it back. That's pretty much it. Keep it neat, double check the numbers, and you'll be good.